Is that good?
Oh my gosh. What's good, everyone? Eric Oakley of Infinite Discs, and we're out here for a new series. This is the Is That Good series. I'm going to be working with different touring professionals, and they're going to give you guys a review of their Tour Series disc and try and convince me to bag it. I'm going to be reviewing the disc as well, and we're going to try and work together on figuring out what type of lines and what type of shots we can use these discs for. It's going to be awesome to see their perspective because they know the disc better than anyone, and it's just, I'm so excited about this series because I'm going to work with every different company and all different players, and it's just going to be the most fun. So let's get right into Is That Good? All right, everyone, we are here with our first Is That Good, and we are going to be talking about the Discraft Paige Pierce Fierce. So this disc, what are you using it for, and what is the whole thought behind the Fierce?
Yeah, so for me, the first plastic we came out with it was the crystal plastic. This was what I wanted specifically in a Fierce, was something that would go straight and turn slowly, not get that dump over hard, but it would reliably go to the right if I wanted to. But I think what you, Eric, are going to use it for the most is in the ESP swirl plastic. This one is a click more stable. It's not overstable by any means, but it's a lot more straight. It'll actually hold the line. If you put a hyzer on it, it'll softly go left, but for the most part, it just stays straight. So seeing you play before, I think it's going to be a good addition to your alpaca. The alpaca wants to go left pretty hard. This is going to fly straight and left, but it'll go straighter for longer before it fades.
I'm excited to kind of really give these a rip into the field and see what type of angles I can work them on, see how they complement the alpacas, just like you're saying. And also I'm really excited because, you know, I got to watch you at the Jubilee and a couple other tournaments where I've just seen you make this disc look like magic. So it's going to be a fun one to try and find a slot in my bag.
It's my favorite disc to throw in, especially in that ESP swirl that I think we're going to be throwing mostly today. It can hold any line that you put it on. So it's really just a point and shoot type of disc. So let's go check it out.
Let's do it.
Really like throwing it with the hyzer release.
Okay.
And it won't dump left, but it'll kind of hold that hyzer line straight for a while. And I love the glide, so I try to throw it a little higher than I would like a Buzz or a Pharaoh or something.
Yeah. Ooh, that's money. All right, I'll try that same hyzer release. Oh my Lord. It's the straightest disc ever. What are you talking about? So I think I'm gonna go on this one just a little bit more flat and see if I can get it to ride that wind a little bit. Oh, that is money.
Yeah, and look at how it just like went to the right, but the nose didn't dip down.
Yeah,
you know?
it never felt like I was in danger of it cut rolling.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was really, really nice.
And that's good for me as a backhand dominant player to get that little
left to right moving shot, which is like, yeah, I'm going to throw a forehand for some of that, but there's going to be times where I'm not going to be able to throw a forehand where I'm going to need something like
totally.
that. All right, let's
you
go
want to try one crystal?
Yeah, let's hit it. Right.
That one is, these are the first two that I ever got, actually, so they're pretty beat in. But yeah, these are, you don't really need to work the wind on this one because it will just turn.
It's like same hyzer release I did on the first one?
Yeah, more or less.
All right, show me how it's done. Oh yeah. Look at that. And it sits so, I think the other part is like when it comes to the ground, yeah, we're on some drier grass, but it seems like it's sliding and pushing. So it's never, like again, we're never getting that nasty cutout. All right, touch a hyzer.
Is that good?
Oh my gosh.
Is that good?
Dude. Because like I felt like I was like, oh no, I put too much hyzer on it. It was like, hey, no, I got you.
That's why I like the crystal. I was, you know, you're gonna like the ESP, but I think you're gonna like the crystal too.
My initial thoughts of the Fierce, this seems like a disc that will make me a better player the more I throw it. It's as accurate as you can get. You can throw it with power. You can, I feel like I can be able to power this down on some like touchy approaches and allow it to work. And I have one shot that I'm really looking forward to it, where I'm going to throw a big high turnover so to see how much this disc can sweep and really work itself with the added glide and just kind of just such a neutral flight pattern. It's just going to work with the angles that I'm throwing it on.
That's my favorite shot, and like the shot that I get the most like, wow. I just pop a big Annie with a Fierce and people are just like, whoa. So I'm excited for you to try it.
Show me the way then.
Big high Annie.
Oh my God. That's just really, really nice.
It's
like,
good.
Yes, it's so good.
Is it good?
Right. Let's keep it up, high, and high. Look at that lateral movement.
And it lands flat.
Like, I could see myself in so many situations, like with the difficult courses we play on tour, where me having to do a sidearm, I'm having to like over torque my body and like scoop a sidearm to do something similar to how much lateral movement I was able to get out of that. I'm gonna rip a power grip on this crystal real quick, and I'm gonna really try and just send it as far as I can.
Ooh, that was a great release. Wow, dead straight. That was beautiful.
Yeah, because that's useful. That's so good. Oh my gosh.
So for reference, that building is 429, and what are we? 40 feet short of there, so you just ripped that thing like 350.
Seems good.
Pretty good.
I feel like I could use that. All right, let's go to the course. So we're out here on the course a little bit, so we're actually going to kind of see these not just in the open air, but we're going to see them kind of flying through some lines and being a little more technical. And we gotta be good to show how good this disc is. Another thing that I really want to see that I've seen you do is throwing some like tech approaches where you're working maybe on some sidearms or some just like touchy backhands, or even I've seen you use them for some longer putt approaches. So I'm really excited to see it out here, because I definitely think that's going to be something that's going to help my game.
Yeah, I think it's super beneficial to have like a disc that's similar to a catch frisbee.
Yes.
As far as the little touchy out of the woods sidearm, I've been utilizing that quite often, so I'll show you how I do that. And then it's being out here at Hitsman, it's fun to pick different lines. There's lots of different options on every hole, so we'll hit a few different angles.
Let's do it. Definitely going to go for this like turnover line, like the shot that we threw in the field, where I'm going to try and just drive it into this left gap, knowing the basket's on the right, and just let the disc kind of do the work.
Ooh, you nailed it.
Oh my Lord. Don't hit anything,
nailed it
please.
there, Eric.
That's perfect.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not even working that hard to make that happen.
I wish I would have went first, because now I'm like, no.
Showing you up with your disc.
I'm gonna go for the same gap though.
Did you do it better? Oh, I don't know. I think you got CTP. This, I feel like, is the perfect way to warm up, is step up and hit this gap.
Yeah.
Because it's tough, and you got to give it speed too, so you're not just floating one through a gap.
Yes. I would have switched the order.
I think so.
If I was you, I would have went with the crystal
on
to the
turnover
left and the ESP straight. For me, I like the ESP, or I like the Fierce on this whole straight, even with that low hanging branch, because it's so glidey, it's still going to continue to glide towards the basket.
Just like that. That's so good, Paige. So good.
So, like, if I landed here, this is like, I mean, everywhere is perfect for a Fierce, but for me. But if I land here, I have two great options in my mind. I can just stand right here and do a soft little baby turn.
Okay.
Or this is where I'm talking about that little kind of like
you're going inside here just a little bit?
I am going to go inside.
Okay.
So I like to just pretend like I'm throwing a catch disc. Like,
yes.
I play a lot of catch, and for me it's like the same exact kind of spin of your wrist and not too much like
arm.
You know?
Arm is involved, there's a lot of wrist.
So yeah, I'm gonna rely on the height again and just give a quick little hit right here. Oh, not as high as I wanted.
But you saw the shape though, yeah.
That's the shape I'm looking for.
All right. I'm in. Sign me up.
And this is your shot right here.
Yeah, I use a claymore for this a lot, and you know, having something that might be a little slower, I think could be really, really nice.
Ooh.
Well, that's a little long, but that was nice. Butter. So, I tend to be a hype man most times, and most of the time. I've been hyping this since like the very first throw, but it's not like the hype is real. That's what I'm realizing, like the more I'm throwing it, especially like putting it on the courses, it feels like it's something that I'm just trusting. And the more I'm throwing it, I'm like, okay, my mind is starting to open up to where like, okay, I can see maybe in this situation, like from a patent pending, this could be really, really nice to have, or just, all right, oh man, it's too hard to work a disc flat through a gap. I could probably work this from hyzer to have a straight shot through a gap. And this is like a perfect hole to kind of play that. I'm gonna be throwing it on hyzer, but this is generally just a straight throw. So I'm really excited to see it here.
I'm stoked to show it here because a lot of people, if you've heard of the Fierce already, you think, oh, it's understable. Do I need an understable putter? Okay, I'll grab it. But if you don't even think about the Fierce. But on a hyzer line like this, it's actually really sweet because it doesn't dump off. You're never gonna land short of the basket because it ran out of speed and dumped.
Yeah.
It's just gonna keep pushing on that hyzer. So I'm excited to show this one.
Let's hit it. Oh, that's money. Let's have that last one.
Oh, nailed the last one.
That line was really, really nice though. Like you could see that it's on hyzer, but it's not really moving that much left.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Butter. PPA.
Oh,
no.
almost aces. There we go.
That's the one.
That one's flipping up on me, but
look at that though.
good.
It landed so flat. Ah, I pulled it. But I'm gonna get away with it. Parked. This is another hole that I thought this disc would be kind of perfect for, even though it is like fading to the left, but you could just kind of hit it with hyzer.
Yeah.
And the glide is like, might give you a chance to ring her up. So
Yep.
You show me.
Me?
You show me.
All right. Oh,
Gosh,
just
the line though.
I was aiming for the chains.
Yeah, I feel like I want to do the same, is try and be more straight at it, because if I swing it wide, I don't think it has enough time. It might.
Stay in the air.
It's a little long.
So good.
I'm loving it. I'm
Let's get a
loving
PP
it.
Fierce ace though.
Let's do it.
Oh, I flipped it. Oh.
That one's nice and
But
drifty
also
though.
I rolled my.
Yeah. I feel like what that one does though is it's offering, as you're seeing one that's super seasoned in, is that it's this natural flight.
Yeah.
Like I think about James Conrad and when he was throwing like his old green JK.
Yeah.
Is like the same type of shot. What you're seeing with that Fierce is
Yeah.
like that late, like low speed turn
Yep.
almost. Kind of crazy. I could see that being like really, really useful as you get one of these seasoned in.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna do it. Hyzer more,
height.
hyzer more.
That's hyzer.
Oh!
Juice. That's the one. Oh, that late drift. That's the Fierce right there.
I know, that's my baby.
All right. It's good. I feel like
It's pretty good.
we've answered the question as to how good this disc works. You know, it wasn't ever going to be a disc that I was going to be looking for as a putter, because I've kind of locked that in with the Alpaca.
Yeah.
But I know you really like it for putting. So the different plastics, like are you ever throwing your baseline stuff, or do you really just like one seasoned in the more premium plastic?
I typically don't, because we have it in so many different premium plastics that I don't find that need. The Tour series specifically is the most flippy. We have Crystal Flex, Crystal, ESP.
Any new ones on the way?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Cool. Yeah, so what I think I'm really enjoying the flight, just like you're talking about, it allows for you to kind of continue to be good at disc golf. And I think it shows you what you're doing right, it shows you what you're doing wrong, and it can be a great tool. And just being able to have that diversity, like I really loved being able to hit it from a standstill at the end, knowing that that's something that, you know, I'm not having to force anything. I can just allow the disc to kind of nicely work and just be kind of effortless.
Yeah.
So it's a disc that, you know, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to bag a disc like this, but, you know, thank you for convincing me, because this is going straight in the bag.
I can't wait to see you get a ton of birdies with it, and hopefully a PP Fierce Ace,
soon.
Which he's weirdly calling PP Face.
You get your PP face. So where can everybody find you? What are your socials? What's coming out with Paige Pierce in the upcoming season?
Yeah, so check me out on Instagram, YouTube, whatever.
They'll be linked somewhere.
At
Buddha.
Pierce29190. And as far as like trying to get one of these, check on PaigePierce.com. I have new releases all the time on there, special blends that you can't get anywhere else, and small stamps instead of the stock stamps. And Discraft.com, they sometimes release new things. If I have an accomplishment like Player of the Year, they'll come out with new runs like this.
So cool.
Yeah, thanks for trying them out, and I'm so happy to hear how much you like them. Nothing more exciting to me than when someone throws this disc and they're like, wow.
I would imagine you'll see some of these on infinitedisc.com as well, so make sure you go check them out, throw what you love, and like, comment, subscribe. Support disc golf, support anybody who's doing it, support Paige Pierce. I am so excited to see everything you're going to accomplish this year, and thank you for these, and thank you for hopefully like making me a better player with this.
I'm stoked to see more this season because of these. Is that good? Because this is a great idea, and I'll be watching.
Yeah, we got a few more on the way, so stay tuned. Like I said, you subscribe, hit that bell, you'll know about them, and we'll catch you in the next one.
And this is your shot right here.
Yeah, I use a Claymore for this a lot, and you know, having something that might be a little slower, I think could be really, really nice.